Finally, the sun's out today in Florida. It's been a cold, dreary week, but yeah, the sun's out finally. It's like in the low 70s today, so it's a much nicer day today. So I'm in a much better mood because of that. But wanted to do this video because I saw another realtor on TikTok today, which I don't even know why I have TikTok. I get these videos because I don't have TikTok. I don't want the Chinese steal my information. But yeah, he's trying to be all cool and stuff, pointing the words above his head, talking about how you got to buy now because if you don't, in the springtime, all these buyers are going to get off the market because interest rates went down. And if you don't buy now, you're never going to be able to buy because home prices are just going to keep going up and up and up. And we're going to have multiple offers and it's going to be the same thing all over again what happened a year ago. I can't tell you how much I disagree with that, because if you've been following me for any length of time and you've been listening to what I've been saying regarding the housing market, you'll know that what I believe is the housing market is fueled by affordability. So one thing that you as a potential buyer should be paying attention to determine where we're at right now with affordability is something called a PE ratio. What a PE ratio means, it's a payment to earnings ratio. So what percentage of your gross pay, not net pay, but your gross pay, what percentage of that goes to service your house payment? So your house payment meaning your mortgage, your taxes, insurance, and HOA dues. So right now, the average person is spending 50% of their gross pay to service their house payment. So right now, that number is way too high. It shouldn't be 50%, it should be like 30% or 25%. So that's what I mean by affordability. And I don't think a point reduction in the interest rate is gonna have a whole lot to do with affordability. I think it's gonna take a lot more than that because we've got insurance rates high, we got HOA dues high, we've got the cost of maintenance high right now. So everything's high because of inflation. But I think the PE ratio is something that everybody needs to be paying attention to. And another thing that you can track on your own, which is a lot easier, just by going to, say like RyanVlasic.com to search houses, is pay attention to the amount of inventory that's on the market right now. Because especially in the wintertime, this is supposed to be a slow time for people buying homes, but listing homes. So we have a surge of inventory going on right now. Now in Sarasota County, we're up 84% from this time last year. Areas south of here like Cape Coral and Punta Gorda, they're up 160% and 200% respectively. So inventory right now in Southwest Florida is absolutely surging, especially at a time when historically it usually goes down. So pay attention to inventory, because I think what's going to happen is if rates were to go down just a little bit more, I think instead of creating more buyer demand, I think it's going to create more sellers. I think because the main reason, like what everybody said was, well, sellers don't want to give up at that low interest rate, and I think, what's it going to take? I mean, if rates go down to like 5.5 or 5, that may be what it takes for someone to get off the fence and list their house. And I don't think we're going to have enough buyer demand to absorb the amount of inventory that we could potentially have as a result of lower interest rates. So that's my take on this. I hope that gave you guys some insight on where we're at with the housing market and what my thoughts are on this. If I can assist you in any way, please reach out to me, 941-777-5264. Have a great day.